popular young actors in Hollywood, but he has a lot of hits behind him. The Breakfast Club, St. Elmo's Fire, Stakeout. And one film that's about to come out, he wrote, starred in, and directed. It's called Men at Work. Also, Young Guns 2 is coming out. Homie's getting paid! Sorry, lost my mind. Please welcome Emilio Estevez. Looking sharp, man.
Thank you, thank you. Listen, I have to tell you, I am a huge fan of yours.
Oh,
and everyone at my house is a huge fan. My mother, my father, and at the risk of embarrassing you, I have to ask you to sign an autographed picture of my mother. Her name is Janet, and
Oh, stop. Okay, I'll write Janet here, and then after we get to commercial, I'll write something real nice.
All right.
But I just so I remember. But that's very flattering, man.
Thank
It's very
you.
nice. I got a picture that where is that one thing? Who has that black and white?
It's up here. Sandy
Where?
has it.
Oh, she has it in the thing? I want you to look at this. This is amazing. Sandy, you might have to autograph this for me. Explain this to the people.
well, in 1950, a gentleman emerged named Brushy Bill Roberts, and he claimed to be Billy the Kid. And he went before the governor of New Mexico in Santa Fe, and basically sat before him and told the whole story of Billy the Kid, and he was discredited. And so in Young Guns 2, we get into that aspect of history, and I play Brushy Bill at age 92. And it was 8 hours in the makeup chair, and that's
Wait,
what
let
you
me see that again.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Now, why didn't they just get an old man? Why did you have to spend all that time?
Well,
Or
let
is
me
this
tell
something you
you,
wanted to
this
do?
is something that I wanted to do. Everyone was against it. The director, the producer, the writer, the studio. No one wanted me to do it. No one really had any faith in me that I could pull this old character off. So they in fact went ahead and hired an older character actor to play the role, who will go unnamed. But so I, on my own, hired a makeup guy to come down to Tucson, and we did a makeup test where I spent 7 hours in the chair, and I went out to a retirement home. My brother Charlie came down to Tucson and filmed the whole thing on videotape, and then I turned the tape into the studio, and it was then that they were convinced that, to let me do the role. So it's just a matter of I hung in there. I believed in myself. I believed that I could do it, and the result is on film, and it's pretty stunning.
Now, when you went to the home, you talked to people and
Right.
and
Right. I
they
played
didn't know?
dominoes. Played
Really?
domino. I never played a game of dominoes in my life. They're there lining up all the dominoes and everything. I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
And they didn't know you were a young gun. They
had
thought you were an old gun.
Well, when the guy asked me how old I was, I said 83, and he didn't even blink. Did not even blink. So.
Not this voice, though. You didn't use this voice.
No.
What kind of how did you get the voice, and what kind did you
I
use?
then hired a guy named Robert Easton, who's one of the most famous dialect coaches in the world. And he came down to the set and worked with me for a couple of days and got the old age type sort of thing happening. But, yeah.
Wait, so
seemed to
do the
work.
voice. That was cool. You just
Well,
went into like
now I'm on the spot.
you went into
and,
like an Emilio Walter Brennan kind of cross, and it
Well,
it
it's the
sounded
whole
cool.
thing. It's a whole attitude with the body and everything goes down, like, and you talk real slow and you break it all up, and it's I didn't do it justice. You have to see the movie to.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
definitely. I'll go
Yeah.
check it out. Weight. You're a little thin for an older man, and that looks even heavier.
Yeah,
What did
yeah.
you do to deal with that?
Well, we put a little pillow in the stomach, and we wore extra clothing, and we added stuff to the neck. Everything was an appliance. The only thing that was actually mine were the lips and the eyes coming through, of course.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Wow. That's great. Now, do we have a clip? Good. We can see this thing in action. You want to describe this clip?
I think the clip we're going to see tonight is a scene where I've gone to John Chisholm, played by James Coburn, and I've asked him for money, and he's flatly refused. So I have a few tricks up my sleeve and sort of pulling on him.
Let's check out the tricks. Sandy?
You owe me $500, Mr. Chisholm. So what I'm going to do is kill one of your men for every $5 you owe me. Only I'm gonna do it fair. How's that for square? Now, when I go for my guns, you start shooting. But I promise you, you will not make it. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Dave? 495.
Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. We'll be back with Emilio Estevez. That's cold.